Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. I hope you're having a great day. Today in this video, we're back with a brand new beta for Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version. Today's beta is 1.13.0.2. This is available on Android, Windows 10 and Xbox. Before we get into the beta though, I am being told by a lot of you guys and the developers that 1.12 has started to roll out for the Android community. Android's been slightly delayed with betas and full releases. I guess the Google office is kind of on vacation at this moment, but 1.12 should now be fully released for iOS, Windows 10, Xbox, Switch, and of course, the Android version. This beta should already be available for the Android community. So the 1.13 beta in general, it's known as the Foxes and Structure Blocks beta. Really important beta. This, I don't think it's going to be as long as the 1.12 beta, but it is still needed. Anyway, let's jump into game and let's go through all the changes. So if you want to check out the full changelog, it's down below in the description. It's also always at the top of my YouTube comments. I only go through a handful of changes, and that villager in the background is incredibly creepy. Before we get into it though, guys, I want to mention that if you do find a bug in Minecraft, Pocket Edition, iOS, Android, Windows, Xbox, even PC, make sure you report it. Now in my 1.12 video, there was a bunch of people commenting saying they didn't fix this bug. And I was like, did you report it? And they were like, no. So if you find a bug, simply report it. If you just type in report Minecraft bugs on Google, you can find it. I believe you can also do it via the feedback website. Report your bugs, because if you're having the issues, chances are somebody else having those issues and they need to be fixed. Right, let's go through the changes. So, like all betas, gameplay, crashes, and fixes. This is across basically all devices. A lot of iOS improvements though, I noticed with the changelog. Fixed FPS drop when using Elytra in the end. So we know, like, flying with the Elytra in general, it takes up a lot of memory. It loads up a lot of chunks very, very fast. It does cause lag. It was very, very terrible in the overworld to start off with. The end has always been a difficult situation. Now, for me, I'm in beta, so I'm able to track my FPS. I wish there was a way on Bedrock to always have this on, so you could kind of pinpoint where the issues were happening. However, it's been fixed in the end. It's always been a problem compared to the overworld. Anyway, we have ourselves a phantom spawn egg, and in the previous version, if you put this inside of here, your game would crash. That no longer happens. I still really hate this mob. I'm still salty that this won the voting contest during the Minecon event. Oh, man. Because I just don't see a point to it. Anyway, let's not get into it. So if you're a VR user, there has been some VR fixes and changes to the Oculus Rift, I believe. To do with your positioning, I think, of your hand and movement, that's also changed. Maybe one day I need to do a Minecraft VR experience video. I think that'd be really, really fun. Item positioning has changed to several items. So this is just to do, like, you know, like, I think this still looks really weird, to be honest. The stone cutter, you can see how it looks. It looks a little bit weird in this one as well, but it's to do with the positioning of how items are aligned with your hand. Obviously, they don't want them to look stupid. I believe some of them are these items that have changed. There's more items as well that have changed to do with the positioning as well. So hopefully, no one's going to be looking like a derp anymore. This also fixed. Remember when you used to... There's an old bug with this one, where you had this one and it would, like, basically be really weird, and your hand would be completely behind your back. Yeah, things like that. They've changed things like that. A structure block changes. So like I said, this beta is well known for the structure blocks. I think it's to do with the alignment of the lines that you get. Now remember, these are simply used as a copy and paste tool. If you want to learn more about these guys, I did do a video about them. So feel free to go and check them out, because I think structure blocks are something that all players should basically briefly understand. We'll make this 12. As you guys can see, we can kind of copy and paste this if we really, really wanted to. But I've done a dedicated video on that. I think it's to do with the alignment of the outsides with the structure blocks. The next one is to do with... This is a really interesting one, actually. We're going to grab ourselves a map. We're going to grab ourselves a stack. So, people were actually using cartography tables as, like, a movement thing. So you'd stack these up. I don't know if you can put any more in here. But people were using them to stack their items. And whenever you did... and you came out of it, I believe they disappeared, but there was some issues to do with the cartography table. I was hoping for a little bit more from the cartography table. You know the way when you find a woodland mansion, and then you found that woodland mansion, and then whenever you find a new treasure map or a new map, it takes you to the same woodland mansion? I was hoping the cartography table could kind of locate a different one for a different experience. Yeah, that kind of didn't happen. Next one, chunk loading / improvements to realms / local worlds. So going back a little while ago, realms were terrible. Lag, crashes, you'd have to restart your realm several times. Hello there, Fox. We'll get into you in just a second. So they've done a lot of improvements with this, and I can vouch for that. I've had a realm since the beginning on Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version. There has been a lot of improvements with realms. You'll notice chunk loading's a lot better because when you're in a realm, the whole point of a realm is to have like a community there. You'll have people going in several different directions. Obviously, chunk loading is quite demanding. So yeah, I think it's a really, really good change. There's been a change with the Parrot. Still don't like these guys, but I can't pick them up for some reason. I think it's a bug. So when you save and quit and rejoin, it's like slightly bugged. But basically, it's to do with parrots. Whenever you walk past them and they are meant to be standing up, they would actually align on your shoulder correctly. Man, they're so annoying because this guy has been copying foxes. He's been copying skeletons and all kinds. Music stops. Ah, okay. So we'll grab ourselves a music disc. So whenever you put a music disc in here, hey, look at it. We all know that it plays music. However, when you were breaking this, the music would continue. Yeah, that's been fixed. Right, foxes. So, of course, like I said, this beta, well known for foxes, well known for the structure blocks over there. There's been a bunch of changes. Okay, let's go through them. Foxes no longer run from sneaking players. Fox's movement speed now matches Java, or Java now matches Bedrock. But I think it's Bedrock matches Java. Not sure if it's been sped up or slowed down. Fixed fox nap goal cooldown. Foxes no longer drown themselves when catching fish. I think it's the Arctic fox that prefers to catch the fish. These orange ones prefer the berries, but they were drowning themselves. That was also a Java PC bug as well. Also, villager changes to do with job sites. They can now access them correctly. And that's basically the changes. The whole point of these is just to keep you guys all updated with what does change and what gets fixed. If you've noticed that you found a bug and it's not been fixed in this version, or it hasn't been fixed yet, make sure you report it, guys, okay? Because without the reporting, bugs don't get fixed. That's everything you need to know. Have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you next time. Even though when you do this, I'm having like a really weird fit. I don't know, the new attack thing is really weird. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.